Y'all remember when I told you guys that I had started dating again? Yeah, JK. Count me out. Shit is trash. It is super ghetto out here. And I wouldn't recommend it. So, yeah.
Getting so sick out here. This man just literally told me, what? I do want to date you. I'm just still dating her to make sure that we're really ending. What do you mean? I hate men. And finding out that they're HIV positive. And y'all keep making these y'all out here all on social media like this stuff a joke. Ain't no joke about this. Y'all on there bragging about who you sleeping with, who's sleeping with this person. And the shit ain't a joke. If you gonna watch her whole video, that's what she was basically stating there. You got a lot of people out here that's DL and they just going around sleeping with folks like it's a competition. Look, I'm over here in Memphis. Our STD rate is high as also that they reported. So Houston, Texas is not the only one having this problem. Y'all, this HIV is taking folks out every day. People catching HIV, and then make it so bad that you got kids in high school catching HIV. You ain't even get a chance to live life. If you're gonna do something, strap it up, use a condom, protect yourself. That one time that you strap it up can save your life.
Hello fam, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing good. Today's video is on dating in Houston 2025. Before we get right into the main focus, which is the STI, STD endemic, let's hear what people have to say about dating in Houston.
This is 3 things you need to know about dating men in Houston, Texas, and I put that on my kids. The first thing you need to know is that these men in Houston, Texas are broke as fuck. And I'm talking real motherfucking broke. I ain't gonna say no names, but a couple of y'all baby daddies be asking me to cash out them $2.22. The second thing you need to know is that if they drive a Hellcat or a Trackhawk, that does not automatically mean they do fraud. It could also mean that they steal them bitches. The third thing you need to know is that if that boy baby under 10, he's still trying to get in. All that really means is you don't have to accuse, you don't have to think, you don't have to ask. Just assume that yes, he is still fucking with his baby mama, or his baby mama is curving his goofy ass and he's still trying. On my kids, I'm out.
Ladies, come to the front. Let me tell you something that's important, okay? Come on. If you have a hint of an idea to move to Houston to find your Prince Charming, don't do it. You will not find one here. Houston is not the place where you can fall in love with a guy, because I promise you, those 3 cousins that you met yesterday that were girls, those are his side piece, or maybe one of his main chick or his wife. Do not move to Houston thinking that you will find a Prince Charming. Trust me, you're gonna get hurt. If a guy from Houston asks you to relocate to Houston to live with him or live close to him, immediately no, sis. Immediately no. You're setting up yourself for failure. Big failure. Stay away from Houston if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking for a good, faithful man, Houston is not the place. The few that's been here, they already been taken. Don't do it. I've seen so many of y'all on my FYP page get hurt and heartbroken by Houston men. Y'all need to learn your lesson and stay away from these men, because they are not here to be faithful to you. The only people that they're faithful to is them damn self. Don't hurt yourself. Don't put yourself in a position to get hurt and be heartbroken. Stay away from Houston men.
You need a passport to date within Houston, Texas, because Houston, Texas is too goddamn big just to be dating any damn body. In Houston, Texas, you gotta date people on your street. You can't even date inside of Houston because Houston is too big for Houston. Dating out here in Houston, I don't even ask women the basic questions no more. I don't give a damn about how many kids you got. I don't give a damn about if your baby daddy crazy. I don't give a damn about none of that. Bitch, where you stay at? You stay in Spring? You stay in Cypress? You stay in Baytown? Oh, hell no. So you not coming to see me? Hell no. I am making international call in Houston, Texas. My phone bill is too damn much. Once again, I've been living in Houston for 4 years and I'm still finding out about new places in Houston, Texas. This one girl said I could come see her when I get off work. And I'm like, oh, it's only 10 minutes away from my job. She stays somewhere called Trinity Garden. Oh, hell no. As I'm driving through Trinity Garden, I'm looking around. Ain't nothing Trinity or Garden about this place. Trinity Garden is 10 minutes from my job. It's 40 minutes from my house. And it's 5 minutes from keeping me in a graveyard if I stay any longer. I don't feel safe. What the bitches that live by the medical center? I can at least walk there and ride my scooter. That is my dating proximity right there.
Dating in Houston has been in the news for a very long time for all the negative reasons. I've heard stories of how rampant it is that many married men are gay, and I've heard stories of how people are sleeping with each other. You would find out that this person you know has already slept with another woman you've known. Like, it's just crazy. The men are not faithful. There is infidelity hike in Houston. It just might not apply to Houston alone. Of course, we have people cheating everywhere. I think the reason why it seems like Houston is the depot for all these things is because of the fact that people are speaking up a lot about it on TikTok. The focus of this video is on the STI, STD endemic epidemic going on in Houston. Let's talk about it.
Some new data shows HIV and sexually transmitted infection rates are climbing across Harris County, and some of the most impacted neighborhoods are right here in Houston.
Our Ricky Munoz spoke with healthcare professionals who say more testing, education, and access to treatment are the keys to turning around the trend.
Downtown, Montrose, and Sunnyside, all Houston neighborhoods topping the list of new HIV and STIs. Now, health officials say it's because of different factors. Why do you get tested?
I think there's a lot of misinformation that still holds true to some people. So I think a lot of people are afraid of knowing their status.
Recent data shows young adults, especially Black and Hispanic males and females, are being hit the hardest. The 15 to 35 age range makes up the bulk of new cases.
And Harris County is one of the top counties where there are the most cases of HIV. Some folks may not even have symptoms, right? And so they may be spreading this disease and this virus to other folks, and they may not even be aware that they're spreading it.
Health experts say stigma around testing, protection, and sexual health is keeping people from taking steps that could save lives.
What we're seeing is that these folks that are in these age groups, they're practicing more unsafe sex. They're practicing sex with multiple members.
But Harris County is responding. Legacy Community Health is one of several organizations ramping up resources, offering walk-in testing, financial support, and access to PrEP and PEP for prevention.
We do offer free confidential testing, free visits. We offer free same-day walk-in appointments.
These are running rampant in Houston. So the results that just came back in for the number of STD cases in Houston in 1 week. Chlamydia, 3,678. Gonorrhea, 2,955. Syphilis, 22,715 cases in 1 week. Holy shit. HIV, 17,272 cases in 1 week. Unknown, there's 5 unknown. So they're like, you have an STD? We don't even know what it is. STDs are running rampant.
You mean to tell me that there are over 33,000 people in Harris County, Houston, Texas, that's walking around here with a STD disease, HIV virus? No. Nope, y'all can have it. I done messed around, decided to be on my mama tip, take a break from dating, from men, and the moment I decide that I want to be back in the field, all these people walking around with diseases? Oh no. Y'all can have it. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at.
In the last 8 months, Atlanta alone, have reported 20,000 HIV cases. I don't know how many times I can say this, but I'm going to say it every day if I have to. You need to keep your legs closed. I don't know what the hell is going on, but sex is not one of them things that you need to be doing. It's not worth dying for. And I don't care how good the medication is now. I don't care that it is now not a automatic death sentence like that as it used to be. I don't care. Keep your legs closed. 20,000 cases in the last 8 months in Atlanta. Is it worth? I wish I would even go visit down there. It is not going to happen. And unfortunately, I know some people that have contracted it. To be truthfully honest with you, all of them happen to be men. It's not worth your life. Protect yourself. Leave it alone. Go get tested together. Know your status. Take PrEP.
According to the story out there on TikTok, it's bad, very bad. I'm pretty sure we've seen some video clips of people talking about it. The thing here is this: it didn't just start today. It's been ongoing, but it's getting worse. Men are not taking their health seriously. It's popular amongst men than it is amongst women. So many men are not concerned about their sexual health. All they think about is having penetration and being in the moment. Afterwards, they don't care. Some men even believe that men don't get sexual diseases. They think that way because of how their sexual organ is. They think when you talk about sexual disease, women should be the focus, not men. Some men don't even like going to the hospital to take care of themselves when they are ill. I'm not even talking about sexual illness, sexual disease. I mean, being ill from other diseases. They don't like going to the hospital. So how then do you expect a man like that to then go to a hospital when he has sexual disease, or just go check? So it's very difficult dealing with men in every way. If a man doesn't care about his health, he will definitely not care about his sexual health. As a woman, it is your responsibility to go for checkup, check your sexual health, and make sure that you're using protection. Let's watch more videos.
At this point, you niggas just want a wet hole and a good time. That's it. A wet hole and a good time. That's all the fuck you want. That wet hole and that good time gonna fuck your life up. That one time, all it takes is one fucking time. One stick. HIV. Baby. Syphilis. Gonorrhea. Chlamydia. Leave me the fuck out of that shit. I don't even want to risk it. I don't even want to risk it. It's too much shit going on out here to still be hoeing. And when I say I am single, that is not an invite for you to come and be in my motherfucking DMs, bitch. I said I'm single. I didn't say I was looking for a relationship. I didn't say inbox me. Bitch, stay out of my inbox. No. No!
I don't know what y'all got going on in the Houston area, but black women in the Houston and surrounding areas, we have a problem. New studies are showing that all STDs, including HIV, is dangerously surging in the Houston and surrounding areas of all demographics of people, men and women, but primarily in black women. Y'all check out this clip.
Sobering statistics tonight. New data from Harris County Health shows cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections are on the rise in our area and rising faster than anywhere else in Texas. Tonight, Matt Doherty looks at which parts of the city are seeing the highest rates of new cases. He joins us live tonight in West Houston. Matt?
Yeah, the study shows the rates of new cases are rising across the board, even among some diseases you may have thought were long gone.
HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all of those. So it's a big issue we have here in our community.
Legacy Health's Director of Health Navigation, Jill Johns, sits down to discuss what nobody wants to talk about.
A drip or a burning sensation when they pee or a discharge from their genitals.
Sexually transmitted infections.
Harris County and Houston in particular has been surpassing the rates of STIs in Texas.
Due to the lag for required reporting, the most recent data in the report covers the time period between 2016 and 2022. What it shows is alarming.
Between 2016 and 2022, the rates of syphilis in our area doubled, which is definitely concerning.
Here's a map of the zip codes where the rate of syphilis is the highest. Downtown, then Montrose, then the area near Old Spanish Trail. For chlamydia, the zip codes with the highest rates are the Medical Center area, LaPorte, and downtown.
Ages 15 to 24.
Then there's gonorrhea, which has an infection rate that is surging in the area of the Medical Center, followed by downtown, and then Sunnyside. The highest rates of new HIV cases were seen in Montrose, followed by the Second Ward, and then Setgast. Although the sexually transmitted infections are found in basically every demographic in Harris County, the study found that there is one population that is testing positive for them more.
I would want to believe we all know how some men don't take care of their health. They care less about their hygiene. They don't even want to go to the hospital. Getting some men to go to the hospital for their own health is a big problem, can be a huge problem. So imagine such men having STI, HIV. Do you think they will care about the sexual health of the women they are having the intercourse with? Do you think they will care about letting you know that they feel some certain type of way down there and they think or suspect they might be having a sexually transmitted disease? Let me tell you, sometimes it is difficult to tell if a man or an individual has a good hygiene. Some people are clean outwardly. When you see them outside, they dress nice, they look so presentable, they smell nice, but when you meet them inside of their house, you cannot stand the stench that comes from their environment. Some men are more than willing to look good outside so they can attract whichever woman they're interested in or the women they want to attract. But when you follow them home, I don't think you can stand that environment. And mind you, some men don't even take women back to where they stay if they know that where they are living doesn't look presentable. So don't say, oh, I can tell if the man has a bad hygiene from his breath, from the smell that comes from him. You might be able to tell when it comes to some men, but it just might not apply to every other man out there. So what I'm saying here is this. You cannot say, you can easily say if a man is dirty, if the man has STI or he has HIV. They don't write it on the face. They don't write it on the face. Do you think a man that has a poor hygiene will care about his health? Do you think so? Because if that man cares about his health, he should care enough to clean up his environment, because a dirty environment can give you bad health. You get what I mean? So ladies, never trust a man with your sexual health. It is your responsibility to take care of your sexual health. Go for checkup, go test and find out, and make sure that the person you've decided to have sex with is clear, is free. Let me even talk about those ladies that feel comfortable having sex with a man they are meeting for the first time. On the first date, you feel comfortable doing that. I've heard stories of women talking about how they met a man 2 weeks ago and they fell pregnant for the man. And I'm like, really? So you feel comfortable having sex with a man unprotected, someone that is a total stranger to you, and falling pregnant for that man? There are women out there that don't even care about their sexual health. Some don't take it seriously. I know these days they say, oh, HIV, you can manage it. It's not a death sentence as it used to be in the past. Some people would argue and say cancer is worse than HIV. Cardiovascular diseases are worse than HIV. I get it. But tell me, are you more comfortable depending on medication all through your life, or more comfortable having a quality life without medication? Just know this, every medication you put in your mouth does come with a side effect. Some people might have died from the side effect, but the media is not talking much about it. We don't hear much about the side effect that comes with taking those medications. And also have this at the back of your mind. Everyone's genetic is different. Epigenetic. Everyone's genetic is different. How a medication works on person A might be different from how it works on person B. Side effects also varies. Put all this in mind and consider your health, your sexual health. Never trust a man with your sexual health. It is your responsibility to take your sexual health seriously.
In Houston, Texas, it's reported that 200,000 people has HIV. The population in Houston is 2.3 million people. That simply means that 1 in every 11 to 12 people has HIV. And that's reported. Don't let no 5 minutes worth of entertainment cost you a lifetime of heartache and pain. Use protection is not worth it. It's simply not worth it. Don't sit here and let somebody get in your head, or let one of these little women talk you into taking that condom off, or a woman letting that man talk you into letting him go up in you raw. It's simply not worth it. And if they want to do it with the lights off, run. Run. Anybody that just want to do it with the lights off, they're so adamant about doing it with the lights off, run. They hiding something.
Hey, y'all better stop having unprotected, because y'all better wrap up and close your legs. It is over 200,000. 200,000 people just in Texas and Houston that tested positive for HIV. Y'all got it. Y'all be safe out.
I just came from the doctor and she told me to stop having sex with men, point blank. She's been seeing horror stories. When you work in the hospital, I think you will understand better. Until then, some people will not understand the severity of what we are talking about. If I'm not lying when I say this, I swear to God, the last 2 years I was in Houston, I was celibate. I ignored everyone. I felt something was wrong in my spirit. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, intuition. Houston Health Department came out and said this was not true, but look how quickly you blamed it on men. It's always men. Shit is sad. This is a man talking about it. I don't think what this person is saying is true, honestly. Although this comment was made in 2024, 2025 is gotten worse. You can do your personal research to confirm this. I like the fact that this man is saying, oh, look how quickly you're blaming it on men. Who should we blame it on? So many men have this mentality that men are not predisposed to things like this. When it comes to sexual health, STI, sexual disease and all that, what comes to their mind first are women, or because of how our sexual organs are being structured. Some men believe they can easily wash it off with soap and water and that does it for them. No, soap and water cannot wash it off. That's the truth. STIs, HIV are equally risky to men as much as it is to women. It has nothing to do with the shape of our sexual organs or whatever. Anyone can get it.
I really believe that at this point, having schmex with a man is attempted schmurder. Because 42,000 cases, what? In Houston, Texas alone. And we all know, let's just keep it a buck, men don't even go to get tested. So I'm pretty sure that 42,000 is actually a lot higher if everyone were to actually get tested. Woo! All I can say is if you are participating, please be safe. Wrap it up. That's not an option anymore. Get tested regularly. It's sad to say that this is so common that asking them to wear a condom is a shock. That's when you know this is bad out here. When they're shocked that they are required to wear a condom is crazy. And the fact that they don't want to wear a condom to me is even crazier. 42,000, y'all. That's a lot. That is a lot of people. And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a report that came out recently where there was a new STI? Do you know how much hunching has to be going on unprotected for a new STI to spawn? Y'all, it's an evil world. If you still out here hunching, you are risking your life. And you married women are not safe either. Remember when the church used to say the only safe schmex is married schmex? Yeah, I don't know who started that dumbass saying, but stay safe, y'all.
She's right. Married women are not safe. It's even worse with them because some of them, it never crossed their mind to go test. Because they, I would say, maybe believe and trust their husband. They are loyal to the husband and they believe the husband can never cheat. Men like that cheat worse than those ones that even seem promiscuous from the outside. You get what I mean? So a lot of married women are endangering their lives by trusting their husbands when it comes to promiscuity. Some men are secretly cheating. Some men already have the infection and they give it to their wives without their consent. Of course, no one is going to consent to that. So it's worse, especially with those women that believe that their husbands can never cheat on them. Let's read some comments. As a physician, I had to tell my wife that her swollen nail was gonorrhea and she silently let tears fall, knowing her husband gave it to her. Just imagine. Wow. I'm so damn thankful I'm celibate 100%. Your man, you're still claiming him as your man. Being 10 years celibate and single. The scary part is married women aren't safe either. People out here creeping. I feel for those married women that their husbands are cheat and they don't know, they have no idea. I've seen cases where women got infected by their husband without them even knowing. Some women were living with the virus, HIV, not knowing that they've had it for some time, and it came from their husband. I read a story where the husband knew he had HIV. He didn't get it before he got married to her. He got it after he got married to her because he was sleeping around and she had no idea. She trusted him with her whole heart. She had no idea he was promiscuous, he was sleeping around. So he gave her the HIV. This woman had no idea. They had babies. She infected all their children. They all had HIV. She had no idea. It was when one of her child was falling ill all the time. She went to the hospital. They got tested. She was shocked to find out that she was HIV positive and all her children were positive. And then when she took her husband to the hospital to test, a nurse that knows the husband greeted the husband and was like, I thought you were here last week. So apparently that husband knows he has HIV. He did not tell the wife. He was sleeping with her, getting her pregnant, and he's been trying to treat himself. Obviously he wasn't consistent with treating himself, because if he was, his viral load should be low if he was actively taking care of himself. Some people do it whenever they remember. How wicked can someone be? You infected your wife, your children, you knew you had it from sleeping around, and you were still sleeping around, and you were silently treating yourself. Just be careful.
If you are not celibate, ladies, this is the time to be celibate. The HIV/AIDS infection rate is going up extremely quickly. Houston is a hot spot. We already know about Atlanta being a hot spot. Now I'm hearing about the Carolinas going up in STD rates. If you are not celibate, it's time to be. You don't need to be sleeping with anybody. And you for damn sure don't need to be sleeping with anybody unprotected. I just saw a video of this woman yelling and screaming outside of this man's home as he's coming out. He's getting in his tow truck, yelling at him. And she said that this man gave her AIDS. He gave her 12 STDs. You just heard what I said. 12 STDs in 6 months. First off, if you got one, why the hell was you continuously sleeping with this person after the fact? It is a wrap on just having casual flings and sexual encounters with people, because you just don't know. People are out here just reckless, don't care. They know they have a STD. They know they have something that they can't get rid of, and they do not care. They will spread it to you because they want you to hurt and be miserable like they are. Close your fucking legs. We need to close our fucking legs for more than just that, because pregnancy is an absolute not in this country at this point, because hell, you'll die from that too. It's a wrap. It's time to wrap it up, close it up, whatever you got to do, because it is not worth your life.
More comment. My husband and I get tested every 6 months together. If he doesn't care about his health, he damn for sure won't care about yours. Stay safe, you all. 3.5 years celibacy. I worked in healthcare clinics and it scared me. I have been celibate since 2020. Single celibate going on 13 years, never been happier. Someone gave me herpes when I was 21. I regret not being more careful. I have a fiance now, and before we even started dating, I told him I have it, just so he could make an informed decision. The guy who gave it to me never even told me he had it. This is what I was saying. It's very different if someone already has HIV or the sexually transmitted disease and the person tells their partner beforehand just to inform them and let them make the decision that they want to be with them. Not you going out there, being promiscuous, getting it, and infecting the person without the person's consent. I've been celibate and single for 2 years, and I still got on STD test last month just to be sure. So this person is just being sure. Some people have phobia when it comes to going for any kind of test because of fear of the unknown. I worked in an ER, and lady and her husband both there in separate rooms with their newborn. He gave her incurable STIs, and she was in tears from the pain. People don't ever go to the doctor. It's scary out here. The state of Louisiana said we have syphilis epidemic. Celibacy over here. I'm good too.
Hey, you can't. I ain't there from. Right, like you don't care about giving me AIDS. Dude, you know you had a STD. Yes, you did. I showed you the paperwork. They don't give you antibiotics for nothing, Phil. Look at them, y'all. This out here gave me 12 STDs in 6 months. This man gave me AIDS.
Now, everybody want to have a hot girl summer, a wild boy wild boy summer, hot girl summer, and y'all, let's just be honest. We got to strap it up. You know, we have to strap it up. There are a lot of cases on the rise in HIV and herpes. Not caring who they sleep with, not caring who it is. They with the hookup culture. I like you. You get tired of one person, move on to the next, and then be sitting off crying somewhere when you have the ultimate. That clap, clap, that clap, 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 that clap, clap, bang, bang, that clap, clap, boom. You have that life ender. You keep hearing it's pee in the dating pool, but yet you want to dive in there like you're going to find some freshwater fish. All right. People is worried about having kids and birth rights and all that other stuff. You need to be worried about saving your lives when it comes to these men and women you out here sleeping with. But you guys, let's take a look at this video.
So I'm going to be real honest with you, right? So I have done panels. I just did an interview today with a lady talking about HIV and this new generation. A lot of them do not feel as afraid of catching HIV as maybe some of the older generations who saw people get HIV and die from it. Nowadays, a lot of people will have HIV and you won't even know it because they're taking a pill and they're undetectable, and there's just so much more advances in treating the actual virus. Even with that being said, they also have like PrEP and other things you can take to stop you from getting it, even if you are living a risky lifestyle, which is what the lady was talking to me about today, right, on the interview. But my thing is, even though they have all these advances in medications and all that stuff, you still shouldn't be out here just doing whatever. Some of these diseases you cannot get rid of, like herpes and HIV, it still stays with you even if it's dormant within your body.
I said it, man. I said it. How many times do I have to say it about coming out here to Houston looking for a relationship, man? Guy posted something on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. He moved here about 3.5 years ago, man, because he wanted to come to Houston to connect with a female that he met through Instagram. She looked good, standing behind a car, nice fitted outfit on, body was banging. Got here and found out that it wasn't what he thought it was. His story is that when he first met her through Instagram, that she claimed to be a nurse and going to school to on her own dentistry office or whatever. Get out here, A week after he moved out here, a week before she moved out here, she claimed that she lost her job, her car was getting repoed or had got repoed, and that's just not the crazy story. After they started dating for a while, he noticed that she started disappearing from home a lot, and then when she would come home, she would have all of her friends over, and he didn't have a job, so he didn't have medical insurance or anything like that. He started messing with her and everything was good. About 3 weeks into the relationship of him moving out here to Houston, he ended up contracting something that caused him to burn when he was urinating. We know what that is. That's that big G. You guys don't know what the big G is? That stands for gonorrhea. So he's online crying about that she burned him. He caught gonorrhea. He swore he never cheated on her. He didn't know anybody out here. Now that's 3 weeks after he moved out here. Now, come to find out, he's online saying that he has HIV symptoms, guys. It's a sad story to see this man on here crying like this, but it's real. And this is why I say, coming out here to Houston, man, trying to date, man, you're going to end up catching something that not even a doctor can get rid of. Now, in the video, he did say that he's healthy. He's taking medication. That's kind of keeping it under control a little bit, but he's heartbroken because he said that she knew that she had HIV and she should have told him. I think that that is a crime. That should be attempted, you know what, because when you willingly know that you got a virus like that, you're supposed to tell partners, people that you're about to engage with, especially if it's going to be something in the bedroom. So now he has to live with this for the rest of his life. He also went on in the video to say because he contracted what he contracted, there was no need for him to leave her because nobody else would want him anyway. Because he would have to expose the fact that whoever he talks to, that he is infected. So he is still with the lady, but this is the perfect example of what I was saying, guys. You cannot be coming out here to date if you're looking for a date. Come out here just to party. Now, I tell you this story not to talk about women. That was just the story that I was giving you guys an example of. The men out here are just as worse as the women, man. Houston, if you look it up, the statistics is through the roof, man. The HIV rate just out here in Texas alone, mainly the Houston area, because the Houston area is where everybody migrates to because they feel like this is where all the men at who got money, the women who got the nice bodies and stuff like that. But it's not what you think, man. It's nasty out here. It's very nasty, guys. It is nasty. So I'm gonna say this. If you come out here and you plan on moving out here, bring your woman with you or meet you someone back home that you know of, because Houston is not the place to come and look for a date at, man. Like I said before, you're gonna either go broke out here, you're gonna be stressed out, and you're gonna get cheated on, I promise you. But it's a sad situation that this guy got HIV because he decided to come out here in Houston to date, man. Let me know in the comments what you think this guy should do. Should he stay with the woman? Should he left the woman? I mean, in my opinion, just in my opinion, I don't think it really matters whether he stayed with the woman or not. Nobody else is going to want him unless he gets with somebody who contracted the same thing he contracted. Thank you guys for watching.
Why are some people not requesting testing before having sex? I think some people are in so much hurry to get laid that they don't even want to think about it. And some people don't even care. Some group of people don't even believe in that. They don't believe that they can ever catch it. Houston is pretty bad. It's like 28,000 cases. It is attempted murder. He needs to file charges. It's everywhere. 3 weeks is not knowing a person. He should have protected himself. Someone said, nope, they love road dogging. Yeah, a lot of men want skin to skin. They don't want to protect themselves. Like I already said, 3 weeks is giving desperation and nothing good comes from it.
I never thought that I would be saying that I'm starting my HIV meds. Just keep it real. Half of y'all do like the F-raw. I've been telling a group of strangers, but here I am. I'm seeing people saying that they contracted it from being in a monogamous relationship. There are a couple of people that I know personally who have STDs, and I know that they're not disclosing their status. And people aren't asking. In today's world, people just more so, they prioritize their performance in the bedroom. The best sex that I've ever had have come from men who are whores. I'm safe most of the time, but I do have moments. Luckily, I'm HIV negative, and I'm starting it tomorrow because
It's called PrEP. You have health insurance, you get this for free. Just encourage y'all to look into it. Just protect yourself and don't rely on putting your health in somebody else's hands. When I happen to have a slip up, I don't have to worry about contracting HIV.
We never had no HIV pandemic like we do. It's because all these other people coming from Atlanta and all these other places live down here bringing that shit. We never had high population of that before people started coming down here. Never. She's speaking for Houston. She feels it's the outsiders that joined them are the ones bringing it. If people know they have HIV, then why aren't they on medication for it? Some people don't care. Some people have no idea that they have it. And for some people that know, they are angry and they are out there intentionally infecting other people. That's what's going on. You can be undetectable and not spread it to others unless their goal is to spread it. I don't understand. I know some don't know they have it, but the others who do. Some people are angry with the fact that they have it and they've set themselves on a mission to infect as many people as possible. Also, people stop sleeping with people without protection and without getting tested. He doesn't have to stay with her because he told the world now, so the hard part is done. Protect yourself. This isn't Houston specific. True, it's happening around the globe, everywhere. You just advocate for yourself and your health. It is a me thing. It is a personal thing. Your sexual health is your responsibility. Don't feel so comfortable to the point that you believe, oh, your man got you. No, it is your responsibility. It is not just Houston, Texas, just everywhere you go. True.
And this is exactly, if you're trying to get up in these Victoria's Secret panties, baby, we're going to walk our happy-go-lucky asses down to that motherfucking free clinic. I don't even care if we got to pay. We're going to get tested together because I know I'm clean, but I don't know about you. I can't trust no words now. I can't trust no words. I need to see it on that motherfucking paper. Hell, I just got tested last month, so let me go ahead and show y'all that. Hell, HIV, syphilis, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and whatever trick or whatever the fuck. Baby, I'm clean over here. All that shit negative. I went to a free clinic and they test for everything. They swab that throat and that booty too if you about that booty action, if you've ever done it. You gotta be one lucky motherfucker, even if I just let your booty scratching fingers touch me, because what? 42,000 people with an STD in just one fucking week. Are you serious, Houston? We are I'm not even gonna say we. Houston, y'all nasty as fuck. Because I'm not even from here. I've been here for 8 years, but I grew up in Florida, so I don't claim Houston. But baby, what? Hold on, let me show you the numbers. Hold on. 3,670. Let's skip past that. And let's go to HIV. 17,272 in just a week. Let's go back to the top. Chlamydia, 3,678. Gonorrhea, 2,955. Syphilis, what? 22,715. Like, bro, when I tell you my legs are on lock, can't no motherfucking body get in here. This is Fort Knox, because what? Are you serious? Like, Houston, y'all nasty as fuck. Y'all are nasty, and I don't want to touch nobody. Keep y'all motherfucking hands to yourself, because ew. But now that has all been said, y'all know I'm a Houston hairstylist / braider. I do wigs, braids, twist locks, ponytails, sew-ins, quick weaves. So if you would ever like to book with me, go ahead and click the link that's in my bio, or y'all can go to my Instagram to see the rest of my work.
When's the last time you've been tested? You bitches don't even get your annual exams. You don't even go to the dentist twice a year to get your teeth cleaned. Yet you have the audacity to project onto me in my comments and say you only know him a month. Why did you ask him to get an STD test? You bitches have one night stands and never get a man tested. We're spending every day together. We talk all day. We FaceTime. We text. We're vibing, and sex becomes a conversation one time. And I tell you, hey, I'm abstinent. These are the rules. These are the things that I expect. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? Since it feels like he's someone that I may want to take seriously, I should get him tested, because I want to make sure you're clean before we even go that far. Just because I wanted that man to get tested doesn't mean we're going to have sex tomorrow. It means that I wanted to know your status before moving forward. All the one night stands y'all done had, y'all are nervous to ask a man to get a test because you don't want to make him upset. And you have the audacity to be mad at me for actually having the balls to be like, nah, we need to get tested. The more time we spend together, the more you start to speak about sex, the more I'm getting uncomfortable and I'm getting irritated. That's when the red flags started red flagging. Atlanta has 20,000 new cases of HIV within the last year, and you're trying to come at me for asking a man to get a test? Are you kidding me? This this is like that internalized misogyny that I'm talking about, because it's only women in my comments saying this shit. It's not men. And this is how I know you bitches have truly lost the plot, because you try to shame the people that actually ask for a test. At the end of the day, I'm in my mid-30s, bitch. If I want to fuck, I'm going to fuck. At this point, if I feel like I want to take him serious, let me at least get him tested, because shit, I may want to hop up on it. Nigga was fine as hell. I might want to ride that thing. It's none of your fucking business. How is you cool? Like, y'all make it so hard to be girls, because anytime it has something to do with a man, the internalized misogyny jumps out of you bitches. And since you're so hypersexual, hype your ass to the clinic and let's get these results. You're not going to shame me for that. I'm a grown woman. If I want to pop pussy on a handstand a week or two after knowing a nigga, I'm going to do it. I stand 10 toes on everything I did. I think I did the right thing by asking him to get tested. Then when the red flag started really red flagging is when I started to be like, it don't even matter at this point, because I don't even want to have sex with you. But since you keep mentioning sex, I'm going to keep mentioning the test. And every time you evade getting testing, I'm starting to realize that you may have something, or something may be very, very wrong with you. That's it.
And if you are not catching my drift, I'm talking about DL men. In 2022, CDC data shows that 67% of new HIV infections came from men who have sex with men. Hold on, let me sit up for the rest of this. Now, the crazy part is, nearly 5,000 women got it through heterosexual contact. The sad part about it is, Black women are hit the hardest. Did you know that Black women rates are almost 10 times higher than white women? Now, chat, before y'all get into frenzies in my comment section, this message isn't about gay men. It's about DL men. Men that are living a double life and too selfish to give their partner the opportunity to pick if they want to openly be with the person that lived that type of lifestyle. So ladies, if you come across this video and you just discovered some crazy news, or you got an urgent feeling, or whatever it is, be safe. Get tested. Ask those hard questions. And if you're new here, my name is Crystal Ben. I do random research on all kind of stuff, so you don't have to.
Unfortunately, a lot of the women who have low self-esteem, who are still looking for love in the arms of men, are going to contract HIV in the coming months and years. Please go watch my last repost. It is by Marina the Queen. She talks about how Chunk and Gronies have literally dismantled HIV education, prevention, and treatment in this country completely. This means that as of now, you are at exponentially higher risk to contract HIV. The people who would normally be tested are no longer being tested. The people who would normally be undetectable because they receive medication from government grant funding are no longer taking those medications because they can no longer afford them. And if you are a woman, if you have a flower instead of a sausage, or if you participate in backdoor activities, if you understand what I'm saying, you are at the greatest risk for contracting HIV. It's really not a joke, and it's really not a game out here anymore, ladies. So if you have low self-esteem, if you are still running to random men in search of love, if you have no boundaries or poor boundaries, or allow men to trample over your boundaries so that you can prove to them that you like them and that you deserve to be in their lives, stop it. Playtime is over, and unfortunately it's going to be y'all who contract HIV and diseases. It's going to be y'all who are unalived by these men who you swore loved you. It's really not a game.
This one says, I almost had it. My ex had it. I'm still negative 5 years later. He was on meds, but never told me anything. I found out my way, and he said he will sue me for spreading rumors, so I knew it was true. Just imagine. Some people can be so trusting. Please be careful if you're that kind of a person that easily trusts people. Some people out there are mean. They don't care about you, especially men. It's so scary. Get on PrEP, ladies, even if you're married or in a relationship. Girl, I took a test. I'm negative. I'm going to protect my status with my life. I'm in a committed relationship, but these news make me want to leave my man and be single. To be honest with you, you can only vouch for yourself. And the safest way not to get it is being single. Because tomorrow, that man that seemed trustworthy can break that trust and go out there and cheat. So you're only sure of yourself. You're not sure of the next person. This is not me saying that you should break off your relationship that you think is healthy because of the fear of getting HIV or STI. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is be careful, and you can never be too sure of someone. Don't be overly trusting. Go out there and test yourself every 6 months. Casualties sounds like a war. 100% is a shame. My mom didn't have to worry about this in the 70s. Times sure have changed. This one says not true. When a person has HIV, has nothing to do with low self-esteem. I was going to address the part where she said low self-esteem. She wasn't saying that people that have HIV have low self-esteem. I think what she meant with her low self-esteem conversation is that those women that have low self-esteem are the ones chasing after men that are obviously cheating on them, men that are of no good to them, men that are promiscuous, that people can easily see and tell from afar that this man is a promiscuous man, this man has a lot of baby mamas, but you're still insisting that you want that man to be in your life, or you want to be in the man's life because you have low self-esteem. That's basically what she's saying, because if you do love yourself and you have confidence in yourself and you have high self-esteem, you wouldn't be chasing after someone like that. It's giving off the whole pick me vibe. Pick me, I need to be picked.
I am begging you to put yourself first and be safe out here when HIV is at an all-time high. I know that there was a TikTok story of a nurse saying that she had a patient who just moved to Houston, and he's like, oh, I've been with all these DLs while their wives are away, while their girlfriends are away, and you know, this and that, whatever. And HIV is at an all-time high right now. Like, it is crazy what, you know, that we have to make these calls. And I could only imagine having to get that call. But people do not care. People don't, they play this as a joke, and it's not a fucking joke. We had a man come into the clinic, and he was an older gentleman. And as soon as he comes in, he's like just making jokes about the whole thing. Like, oh, I need an STI panel, blah, 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 this and that. And I asked him, you know, ID and insurance information. He's like, no insurance. It needs to be off the books. What do you mean it needs to be off the books? Like, who are you hiding from? Gets his stuff done, leaves, checks out. We have to collect payment. I ask him if he needs a receipt. He's like, no receipt. I don't need any proof. Who are you hiding this from? Granted, he did come out positive for something too, which I'm sure he's not going to go home and tell him because he doesn't want any proof, right? Absolutely fucking disgusting. Please use protection. Be celibate. Get some toys, okay? Because it's not safe out here right now. It's scary. It's scary what we're seeing in the clinics here, because there's men like that who don't care about their own health and who think that, oh, I can just go pop into a clinic and get a shot and I'll be just fine. No. AIDS is a real fucking thing and it will kill you. So please be safe.
I'm about to have a real conversation with you all. Now, I know lately in the news, you know, they expressed that Houston has a very, very high STD rate. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. People do not care about catching anything. People do not fear HIV. People do not fear syphilis, gonorrhea. People don't fear none of those things. People live life on the edge and they are pleasure chasing, meaning they don't care about the consequences. Long as they can feel good in the moment, that's it. That's all people chase, you know? And I'm telling people the reality of it is people really, when it comes to sex, people don't care about protecting themselves. And ladies, listen to this. I'm a man. I hang around a lot of men. Had plenty of conversations with men. And men, you know, we love to talk about women and stuff with each other, right? And over the years, I can tell you now, the things that I've seen men do and heard men do is crazy. I'm talking about people married, long relationships, and out here having unprotected sex with different people and coming back home like nothing happened. On top of that, not using protection. You got men who will fly out the country, have sex with foreign women unprotected, come back to their wife and girlfriend, sleep with them unprotected like nothing happened. Don't even go get tested. And let's talk about, there's a window in time when you need to get tested. If you have unprotected sex, don't go run to the doctor 2 weeks after that thinking that your results are going to be authentic. They're not. They're not going to be good results because you have to wait until whatever virus it is detectable. And some of y'all play games. Y'all know that stuff will not be detectable within a week or 2 weeks after unprotected sex, but you'll run and go get tested real quick. And be like, oh, I'm clean, bro. You ain't even give enough time to settle in your system. See, people do that too. But that's a whole nother conversation. But man, I'm telling you, these men nowadays, all you have to do is have a pretty face, nice body. Matter of fact, you don't even have to have a pretty face. Just a nice body, and the dude will hit you raw consistently and not even ask you about your status, nothing. And then you got women just sitting here allowing men to sleep with them and they don't even know their status. Telling these men out here within 2 weeks, a lot of these men will have 4, 5 bodies under their belt within 2 weeks. Unprotected sex. No condoms. Now, I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, I had my moments where I had unprotected sex, but thank God I didn't catch nothing. Thank God. Thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? That's gambling. I could have caught something, but I didn't. Thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm innocent. I did that stuff too back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm older, I realize how important it is to make sure your sexual health is good. Always get your checkups and make sure the people you messing with getting their checkups too. Straight up. Then you got the bi people that are sleeping with men and women unprotected. Then you got the people who are down low that are messing with the same sex and that's their secret life and they're doing that unprotected and going back to their regular life, sleeping with us. Man, listen, it's crazy out here, man. It's not a safe place to be out here having unprotected sex. At the end of the day, you got to control yourself. Sexual discipline will take you so far. In my life, you know how many women I've seen that look good, but I didn't sleep with them. I didn't know nothing about them. Why would I just lay in bed with them? I don't know nothing about them, especially unprotected. Just because a man or a woman looks good does not mean they are clean. Unfortunately, those be the ones that get what they want. So they be the ones you need to watch out for, to be honest. Now, let me tell you this situation, man. There was this young lady I knew, I ain't gonna say no name or nothing, but she was messing with this guy. You know, they were having sexual relations or whatever. And she used to tell me there was something about this guy that threw her off. Like when she would come to his house, there would be like women products there and he would just say, oh, it's his cousin stuff. But she said her intuition was like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Long story short, mind you, she was having unprotected sex with this guy and doing nasty stuff. But one day the dude hit her up and said, hey, you need to go get checked. And she was like, why? Dude straight up said, man, I tested. I'm HIV positive. And I'm like, what? So she went, she got tested and stuff. She was actually clean because I'm assuming the time in which he started sleeping with these other women, that's when he contracted it, but they didn't have sex, I guess she just got lucky. So once he caught it, that's around the time they were still lingering around each other, but they weren't having sex. And she got lucky. She really got lucky because she could have caught it. And that's the reality of it. These dudes out here just having sex with women strictly off the strength of, oh, they look good. I don't care about her status. I'm hitting it raw. And women do the same thing. They be opening their legs up to dudes, letting dudes nut all in them and do all these things. They don't know nothing about the dude. Oh, he's a nice guy. Oh, I know he has nothing. How do you know? How do you know? Because he's nice? Man, come on now. And also, you got people who you'll be like, hey, you need to get tested. Let me see your results. They'll send you results that aren't even theirs. Like, it's so many flaws in the game. And that's why I tell you, it's better to get you one person, settle down with one person, and y'all get tested together, because just having sex with multiple people is horrible. Yes, you can use protection, but unfortunately, a lot of people do not use protection. That's why the STD rates are out the roof. And especially in Houston. Houston is just a nasty place. It's just a horrible place. Any big city, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a lot of filth. But y'all need to protect yourselves and realize, ladies, a lot of these dudes do not care. They just want to have sex. They don't care. They'll hit it raw. More of the story, sexual discipline will save your life, yo. It will save your life. Seriously. But y'all be careful out here, man. And yeah, Houston, we have a problem. But nah, for real, be safe out here.
Please let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for your support.